What if Bosnia and Herzegovina split up into three different states? Republic of Srpska, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. If Bosnia and Herzegovina were to split into three separate states, Republika Srpska, a Bosniak-dominated Bosnia, and a Croat-majority Herzegovina, it would have major political, economic, and security consequences for the Balkans and beyond. Here's how it could play out. Republika Srpska joined Serbia. If Republic of Srpska became independent, it would likely push for unification with Serbia. This could lead to tensions with Bosnia and international actors who oppose border changes in the Balkans. Herzegovina merging with Croatia. A Croat-majority Herzegovina might seek closer ties with, or even join, Croatia. This could cause unrest among Bosniaks who live in mixed areas and could lead to disputes over land and resources. Bosnia left isolated, a standalone Bosniak majority state might feel trapped between Serbia and Croatia, leading to political instability and potential nationalist movements. Economic disruption. Bosnia and Herzegovina's already weak economy could collapse further due to disrupted trade, loss of foreign investment, and the difficulty of establishing new borders and institutions. Sarajevo would have to redefine its role, as it currently functions as the capital of a multi-ethnic country. A divided Bosnia might weaken its economic influence. Republika Srpska and Herzegovina could become dependent on Serbia and Croatia, respectively, for economic support, reducing their autonomy in practice. Any attempt to divide the country would likely spark resistance, especially in mixed areas like Bricko or Mostar, where populations are interwoven. The international community, particularly the EU and NATO, might oppose the split due to fears of another Balkan War. The Dayton Agreement, which ended the Bosnian War, was meant to prevent such a breakup. Redrawing borders would almost certainly cause displacement of people who don't want to live in the new states. This could lead to a refugee crisis and human rights concerns. The EU and the United States would likely strongly oppose the split, as it could destabilize the region and encourage separatism in Kosovo, Macedonia, and Montenegro. But the West is not the only one that have influence in the Balkans. Russia has historically supported Republika Srpska and might back the breakup to weaken Western influence in the Balkans. Turkey and some Arab countries might increase support for the Bosniak state, strengthening religious and political ties. A split of Bosnia and Herzegovina into three states would likely lead to instability, economic struggles, and possible conflict. The Dayton Agreement was specifically designed to prevent such a scenario, and any attempt to change borders could have serious regional and international consequences. The Balkans have a history of ethnic conflicts, and such a move could reignite tensions rather than solve existing problems. A Swiss-style multi-cantonal federation would mean reorganizing Bosnia and Herzegovina into smaller, autonomous cantons that are not based on ethnicity, but on geography, historical regions, and economic viability. This model would resemble Switzerland, which has 26 cantons, each with its own government, but functioning under a strong federal system. Dissolution of the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Republic of Srpska. Instead of two large, ethnically defined entities, Bosnia would be divided into 10 to 15 cantons with equal political standing. Cantons would be multi-ethnic, preventing one ethnic group from dominating an entire region. Local governments would have autonomy in education, policing, and local development, while the central government controls foreign affairs, defense, and economy. A strong, neutral federal government in Sarajevo. The federal government would be responsible for key areas: foreign policy, national security, economy, EU integration, and infrastructure. There would be no ethnic-based presidency, but a rotating leadership system or a single elected president. The national parliament would have proportional representation, but without ethnic vetoes. Cantons with balanced powers. Each canton would have equal rights regardless of its population or ethnic composition. Cantons would be responsible for education, healthcare, policing, and cultural policy similar to Swiss cantons. Large cities like Sarajevo, Banja Luka, Mostar, and Tuzla could have special status as independent administrative units. And what are the benefits of the multi-cantonal model? Reduces ethnic tensions. Since cantons would not be divided along strict ethnic lines, people could live without fear of discrimination based on ethnicity. Prevents political gridlock. The system would reduce the power of nationalist parties that rely on ethnic divisions. Encourages EU integration. This system would align Bosnia and Herzegovina with European governance models, improving its chances of joining the EU. Economic development. Cantons could focus on local economic policies, attracting investments without interference from entity-level politics. Avoids complete separation. Republika Srpska and Croat nationalists wouldn't need to push for independence, as they would have local autonomy. Resistance from nationalist leaders. Politicians in RS and Croat parties might resist because they benefit from the current system. Difficult constitutional reform. The Dayton Agreement would need serious changes, requiring broad political agreement. Defining canton borders. Some regions like Brčko and Mostar have mixed populations, making it hard to determine canton borders fairly. These are some examples from Switzerland that Bosnia could follow. Multi-ethnic cantons. Swiss cantons are diverse, with multiple languages and religious groups, yet function smoothly. Balanced autonomy. Each canton has its own constitution, but they all adhere to federal laws. No ethnic-based rule. Switzerland does not divide governance based on ethnicity. Bosnia could follow this by focusing on local governance rather than ethnic identity. A multi-cantonal Bosnia would offer a compromise between a unitary state and full separation. It could reduce ethnic divisions while maintaining local autonomy. However, the transition would be challenging due to political resistance and constitutional hurdles. If implemented correctly, it could stabilize the country, improve governance, and accelerate EU integration. Share your thoughts down in the comments and hit the like button if you want to support me. See you in the next video.